scoot up a little bit more.
Where's the camera?
Right there.
Oh, hi.
And there's your microphone. So,
Mic and camera. That's a faux pas.
Oh, and you want it? That'll work.
Yeah, close enough.
And if you end up not being able to hear the game well enough, here's headphones you plug into the bottom.
Alright.
But what we're doing here is playing games for charity for Children's Hospital in St. Louis. And Todd here is playing the game he knows how to play the most. That I know that he knows how to play the most.
I have played a lot of Skyrim.
So
Not lately because I've been more into Fallout 4, but yeah, I know this game pretty well.
And we both have some cold ones.
Yep.
So
I know this game so well, I don't always end up as a sneak archer.
like, play whatever interesting way you can think about playing.
Okay. I think in this game, I think some of the most fun play styles, although it's not very challenging, is to play with two-handed and heavy armor.
The other thing I'm going to ask,
because two-handed weapons are a load of fun.
Switch over to the screen. Do you want to log into your Xbox Live?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. Bam.
So, we have any add-ons?
This is like the Game of the Year edition.
Okay.
So, and I think you started playing this with me one time. So I really don't know.
So, what's the new game?
And if the game gets too loud, you guys got to let me know. And I will lower the game volume. His mic's up all the way, so it is all yours, good sir.
Thank you. Aldo, you're a piece of shit.
That's up to you.
Okay. Let's sit back for the intro cutscene. It's going to be a while before I get some control.
And if you guys are here from Riggs, thank you for joining with that. His video started off with my Star Wars hat from the game con I told you about in St. Charles.
Yeah.
And it like zoomed in on my hat. And I'm like, oh my god, that scares me. And I saw him zooming out. I'm like, oh hey, that's me. You gonna play your Kashyyyk race again?
Kashyyyk?
Or whatever?
Kashyyyk?
Kashyyyk?
Nah, I don't think so.
Hey,
because I don't feel like being a
finally awake.
archer.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there. Damn stormcloaks! Skyrim was
see
fine
what I'm not
until
doing crap? It's sitting right here.
Empire was nice and lazy.
I can see what you're doing, talk with you, and read the chat off.
Stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammer.
So I'm not on camera right now.
No.
It's just solely streaming the
You
game.
and me.
But I can put you on camera.
No, don't do it.
Hey guys,
We're
there's
all
Todd.
brothers and sisters in Pines now, thief.
We're all brothers and
Shut up
sisters
back
now,
there.
thief.
What's wrong with him, huh? Watch your
I
tongue.
was gonna do it so
Speaking
we
to
can play some
Stormcloak, the true
Pac-Man
High
Versus
King.
today, but I can't find my second set of Joy-Cons.
The Jarl
No
of
dog.
Helm?
Hi, doggy.
You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they capture
He doesn't
you,
want to see you. Come here.
oh God,
What are you,
where are they
why
taking
you acting
us?
like you just got in trouble?
I don't know.
Go downstairs.
where
Let's
we're
get you some water.
going, but
Come on.
Sovngarde awaits.
They did a pretty good job with the
This can't be
design of the
happening.
armor in this
isn't
game.
happening.
Most of it makes sense. You can see how it's
What
put
village are you
together and
from,
how
or
it's made.
Why do you care? A Nord's last thoughts
Yeah.
should be home. Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Talia, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
You forgot Talos, you heathen.
Look at him. General Tully is the military governor. And it looks like the Thalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. Mrs. Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in.
And we'll never know.
Funny. When I was a boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
One thing I noticed about this game, though, is that all these towers, they look great, and they all have a very ancient look to them. But they're all, a lot of them are in a state of disrepair, especially for a active city.
Why are we stopping? Why do you think?
Welcome back.
Like grabbed her and we're like, and then we're like, okay.
I've been giving my own in-game commentary.
Keep the gods waiting.
I like hearing all the little things you can tell me about this and like Eve.
We're not rebels.
You and my buddy both talk about Eve the same way.
Really?
Courage, thief.
And that is the one thing.
We worked
It's been a long time since I played Eve.
mistake.
But what I was just talking about is all these towers look very great and having an ancient, like worn feel to them, but they also look to be unmaintained and in disrepair, which for an active settlement they would be continuously repairing it so that they are in working order.
So you're saying this wouldn't be an active settlement?
Well, I mean, it obviously is. Up until this point, it's an. You can see people live here. The inn is populated. There's a bunch of civilians standing around, but the towers, like the stone towers, are the really bad ones behind me.
Anyone else feel like
And his hands fell off. They are no longer bound.
Step forward.
His hands fell off. But the one especially behind me is partially collapsed. That one.
Okay.
See, I'm going to go look at it now. Up here.
So what are all the benefits of each of the races?
Well, all of them have one primary skill that they start at 25, and a few other six, I think, other base skills that they start at 20, and that varies for the races. Nords are very good with two-handed swords, as I recall, and each race has a power that they can activate. An active power and I think a passive power as well.
Okay.
Imperials get like an AoE charm spell. High elves get to have like an insane mana regen. And they get a base like plus 100 in magicka. It's not mana, it's magicka in this. Dark elves literally set themselves on fire, burning everyone around them. Bretons. Oh, they got dragon skin to absorb spells. That's right, it says down here. So I could just read that. And then Argonians have a his skin that regenerate health very quickly, and that thing is OP.
The one race that you said lights themselves on fire.
Dark elves?
Yeah, does that actually hurt them?
No.
Okay.
They use Ancestor's Wrath to surround themselves in fire. They're all daily abilities. You can use them once per game day.
Okay. There's your kitty cats.
Yep. I am not going to be Khajiit because I'm not going to be a stealth character. They're great at stealth. I think their primary skill is picklock, which makes it funny when the Khajiit merchants that travel around complain that everybody thinks they're drugged up thieves. Because then you go to trade with them and they're selling picklocks and skooma.
Said the Nords are the best with the two-handed.
Yeah, they start well with two-handed. Orcs start with heavy armor, as I believe, and with their ability, Berserker Rage is really overpowered. It doubles the damage the melee damage that they do and halves all damage that they take.
Oh wow.
So for this play style, I am going to be an orc.
Can you miss an eye?
Miss an eye? Yeah, you can have a missing eye. How do I select? That is not what. There we go.
I think you've played this copy of my game more than I have.
Probably. Which would be twice.
Oh, hey, speaking of this, I have a map for you to use if you want it. Get your name.
A map?
Yeah.
What you got?
The only thing I got left for my collector's edition.
Oh, yeah, I've got that hanging up in my wall in my apartment.
You need that out for this.
No.
I figured you
I know, I mean, it's, you also get the in-game map, and, it'll be really bulky.
That was from the 360 version, if I remember right.
Here does he have it?
I'm not used to seeing orcs with that hair.
What they do in this game, orcs are actually kin to elves. Their actual lore name is Orsmer. They're a species. They're a race of elves that have been twisted by the Daedra Malakath.
Okay.
And so Malakath is their god. They kind of worship as a god.
So I got my phone on vibrate because I have it set up for text alerts
You from one of the
whenever we get
strongholds,
donations.
How did
And
you
if they
end
want
up
to make
here?
a donation, it's directly below
Captain.
the video.
What
Okay.
should we
Just
do?
click on the little image.
He's not on the
and-
list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
Forget the
By
list.
orders, Captain.
Look, I'll even show you
I'm
here.
sorry. We'll make sure
Hopefully
your
this doesn't
men
start
set
playing
time
sound.
will send you. Follow the captain,
Okay, it's
prisoner.
muted still. Right here. Donate to help the children. And it'll take you to our
Ulfric
page, and then you
Stormcloak.
click donate, then you pick the
Some
person
here
you
in
want to donate
Helgen
for.
call you a hero.
Your goal and
but a
Kaylee's
hero
goal is
doesn't
only
use
100.
power like the boys
Okay.
that
I
murder
didn't know how
his
long you
king
guys would
and
be here.
usurp
Mine's
his throne.
350. Whatever little bit
You
helps.
started
And I
this
understand
war,
you can't do it
plunged
because you're like me,
Skyrim
bro.
into chaos,
But
and now the Empire is going to
Yeah, whatever
pull
helps.
you down and restore the peace.
and I'm putting you back on camera.
No, don't do
Just a
that.
little itty bitty
Nothing.
one
Carry on.
in the bottom corner.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last
See?
rites.
Right at the bottom fiddle.
As
little
we
itty bitty corner.
commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For the
you.
love
You
of
hear about
Talos,
Wild
shut
Vanilla?
up and let's get this
Yeah, I
over
did. I
with.
saw that post on Facebook. I'm honestly not that interested. I mean, that's
Come on.
the best time
I
I had
haven't
in
got all
WoW
morning.
was during the period of the last patch, right before the first
My
expansion, up
ancestors
until the
were
first
smiling at
expansion.
the Imperials.
Because
You say the
That's what I
same.
played with you, I think.
Yep, that was the time I had the most fun. But I'm just not particularly interested in diving back into an MMO.
Do you think they will
To the Stormcloaks.
make it so you have to buy that
fearless
other new
death.
expansion pack that they got coming out just to play that?
Next.
I
the
don't
orc.
know. I've not investigated it, but
Because they're bringing back the war
There it is again.
again
Did you hear that?
between the Horde and the Alliance.
I said
hasn't
next
that been
prisoner.
going on
To
pretty
the
much
block,
constantly?
prisoner.
From
Nice
what I
and
was
easy.
reading is they stopped it whenever the big world destroyers came out,
Okay.
and they joined forces on that.
Yeah, I'm completely out of touch with what's been going on in World of Warcraft.
Welcome to whoever just joined.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
Every time I hear of what in Oblivion is, I see Randy Savage fun and
That's what I was saying. Like we should have
the best mod.
downloaded that.
I don't know if it exists for this. I mostly play on PC because I'm part of the PC master race.
I understand that. That's good.
Yay, I got controls now. Finally.
This way!
I can't tell if the stream's lagging or if that's the game.
The game's playing pretty
What
smoothly.
is that thing? Could the legends be true? Legends don't burn down.
So if
Legends
at
don't
all
burn
this like stream crashes, it's because my system
We need to
is
move
crappy.
now. Up through the
And we'll
tower.
just restart
Let's
and I'll
go.
play it again. I figured we start with the harder to run
This
stuff
way,
first,
friends. Move!
and that way we don't have to worry about. Like it was running fine up until the dragon blew everything up.
Yeah, this is going to be a little graphical intensive. Isn't it just recording what's on the TV?
Yeah. So that's why I'm confused about what's going on.
Oh yeah, this guy just teleported. That really kills the people head.
I remember playing this on the 360 about how it was for that, and it looks the same as on the TV from when it plays.
You need to get over here. Now.
It's just
Oh, you're so cute. I want to cuddle with the dragon.
Everyone get back. Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find
So
General
who would win
Tullius
in a
to join the
fight
defense.
between Alduin and Drogon
I have no idea who they are.
from Game of Thrones?
I have
Is it
no
Drogon?
idea who they are. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Stay close to the wall.
I don't have HBO, so
I don't either. I just roaming off with other people.
Quickly, follow me.
so I had Netflix for a while, then I had to restart my account. Then all of my watch list from when I first originally had my Netflix account was gone, and that's what it was.
Yeah, I really hate that they did that.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close.
So
I like the stars, and then just going to simple thumbs up, thumbs down
Raylo,
was, especially since it wiped my like 500 ratings that I had. It's like, okay, you know what? I'll just keep watching reruns of the office. That's all it is.
I started watching Cheers on there.
with me, prisoner.
Really?
Let's
I've
go.
never seen that show.
Wait, no. I want to go with that. Wait, yeah,
Well, you got an iron here.
I do. Yeah, you do. You get. It doesn't really matter. You see the two quest points. Over here, you choose the Empire. In here, you choose the Stormcloaks. The only thing that really matters, that really it changes, is what's available to you to loot. You can only get heavy armor by picking up Imperial armor from a downed Imperial Guard, which is why I went Stormcloak. It has absolutely no impact to the gameplay after you leave this tutorial.
We'll meet
Okay.
again in Sodom-Guard, brother.
I never even knew that. I always went with whoever I was following.
Looks like we're the only
Yep.
ones who made it. That thing was a dragon.
Punch him in the face,
No
steal
doubt.
his axe.
Just
No,
like
I'm
the
going to be.
children's
My
stories
hands
and
are
the
still
legends.
tied, so I'm not allowed to attack for a while.
Harbingers
Oh
of
no,
the
he's
end
about to
times.
unbind my hands.
We
Okay.
better get moving. Come here. Let me see if
I'm
I
gonna
can
go
get
put
those
my laundry
bindings
in. I
off.
will be back with you in a minute. Take my phone
Come
so it
on.
doesn't vibrate really
Need your
loud.
hands free. There you go. You may as well take Gunnar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore.
What are you doing?
Grab. All right. Get that armor on. Give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here. Ah.
What to wear? What to wear? That is OP. Very powerful.
This one's locked. Let's see about that gate.
10 out of 10 would use again.
Damn. No way to open this from outside.
Come on,
The
soldiers!
Imperials.
Keep moving!
Take cover.
It's the escaped prisoners!
traitors!
Oops.
Send all your violent gods.
That's son of a...
I lived in battle.
You've had enough.
See if you can unlock that door.
And as I said, going Stormcloak's the only way to get heavy armor early on. You get a set of, or at least 3 pieces of Imperial armor.
See if you can unlock that door.
Oh, where'd the helmet go? There we go.
See if you can unlock that door. Come on, let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads.
The prisoners are escaping!
That's it? That's all you've got?
And there's more heavy armor.
Storm. See if you can find any potions. Need them.
On the flip side, I really want to go two-handed weapons because that's. Let's see. Both of those are orc strengths, but two-handed weapons are a lot more fun, in my opinion.
Done. Let's get moving.
There we go.
Was Jarl Frick with you?
No, I haven't seen him since the dragon show.
Always go pick the lock.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage. Grab anything useful and let's go.
There's actually some gold in those cells, but I don't feel like picking them. Picking the locks.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to fall back.
Lucky pig!
Oil slick here that you can do some fun things with. And your idiot just runs right into the
is clear.
There we go. Back and forth.
Let's see where this goes.
It's a good idea to be confident in archery if you're going with a melee character. Why does it have to be spiders?
Damn things. Too many eyes, no? Hate those damn things. Eyes, no?
Restoration is also vital. Yeah, gonna drop some stuff.
That looks like the way out. Knew we'd make it. Wait! There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know
Oh, I don't get the option for survival mode.
what this place is gonna be.
Make it a little more difficult.
Swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best that we split up. I wouldn't have made it without your
Oh.
help. You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's over.
And got to start with some standing stones. Guardian stones. There's a mine here that is filled with bandits that I always like to clear out. It's a lot of fun.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Watch out for the trap.
Time to get lost, friend. Tell you what, we start running so I can stab you in the back.
What's that? Time to end this little game.
With your belly like an old woman's purse.
Yay! Oh, thanks for announcing that to the world.
No problem. Eventually, sometime tonight, guys, we will be going to get food.
I do like food. It's one of my favorite things.
And we'll probably be off for a little, around an hour while we eat, because we're going to go take our time and enjoy our food. Hey, somebody's hitting you.
Yep.
Your kind has no place here.
I just hit him back. I think we're going the wrong one. I got backtracked.
So what area of the level or world are you in now?
I am in Embershard Mine, a mine that you go past as soon as you leave the tutorial area. And I almost always go to wreck it, because it's a lot of fun to wreck.
Noise. Actually, I do remember you coming in here last time.
Yep.
Now,
Oh,
Jesus.
one shot!
There was a kitty cat too, it looked
Yes,
like.
it was.
I'm so sorry for the kitty cat.
I'm not. I heard he was a jerk. Get back here.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Oh, you get a steel one.
Oh snap!
Take your steel warhammer.
You like hammers better?
I prefer swords. They're faster. Hammers are the slowest of the three of the weapons. Weapons are usually either a sword, an axe, or a hammer, and hammers do the most damage but are the slowest.
Okay.
Swords are not as damaging but are faster. And waiting for a yep, axes are right in the middle. And waiting for an attack to warm up, you're like, ugh, is kind of a pain.
How was that again?
Yeah.
Damn, that uses a lot of your stamina.
Yes,
too.
it does.
Is there a race that can use two-handed weapons with shields?
No,
Okay.
that's not available in this game.
Okay. Was that available in another game?
Not in any other Elder Scrolls games that I'm aware of. You could not in Oblivion. That I have seen in other places to where you could actually dual wield weapons that are normally two-handed. In World of Warcraft, I believe Fury Warriors can do it.
Okay.
Or at least could, back when I played. I always prefer the arms tree myself.
What did that do?
Gave you Mortal Strike, which halved healing on your target.
Ooh.
And it was a good combination of offense and defense. Fury Warriors, as I recall, it's been a while, but as I recall, they just stacked up rage so quickly.
Now, I know one thing that I do miss about playing that original release of WoW with you was my hunter and that white tiger I had. That took maybe like 2 or 3 hours just to try to tame it.
Oh, hi, Wolf.
2 wolves.
Hi, Doggy. Yeah, two-handed weapons is so much fun for the, you get frequent kill cams. And they're so enjoyable as you just start smashing stuff.
So I've never really played with two-handed weapons in this game. I've always either done sword and shield or bow and arrow.
Sword and shield is very useful early on, but later on, once you get heavy armor or even light armor leveled up, you don't really need that much more protection. So block gets becomes kind of useless later in the game.
What? Sit now, mother.
Heavy armor also is very helpful earlier in the game because you can stack up armor quick, but there's a pretty low armor cap at 500, around 550. It depends on what exactly you've got on, but that's around that is where there's an armor cap, and after that really doesn't give you anything.
Okay.
Feindal thinks he can do Camilla.
And with heavy armor, especially once you start pouring talents into Juggernaut and well fitted, then and matching set, then all of you can get up to over 1,000 armor, and half of that is only actually used.
Damn.
And you can actually reach the armor cap without much difficulty in light armor. So, I mean, early on you're kind of squishy, but later on, once you start pouring talents into the perks into the light armor tree, you can reach armor cap without a shield.
That's crazy. How long does it normally take you to complete one playthrough?
Well, it can go on until I get bored with the character.
Okay. Well, let's say the main story.
Main story, if you focus on it, you can probably do it in, I guess 8 hours.
Holy crap. Welcome to whoever just joined us. If you're just joining us, right below the video, I think it's on the right side, there's a image. You can click on that for extra life donations. We're here supporting the Children's Hospital in St. Louis. Todd here is showing us the great knowledge of his Skyrim.
Yep. Yeah, I don't do speed runs, so I don't know how. And usually, just with Skyrim and with a lot of other games, I do a little bit of the storyline. They get sidetracked with side quests.
That's why I've never beaten this game.
But you seem alright.
Because I get sidetracked.
The finale to this game, the final part of the main quest, is really cool, though.
I mean a
Ooh, I don't want to do that.
You're not your Khajiit.
Nope, I'm not a Khajiit, and I don't want to break the law.
Who do you got to talk to over there, or is it outside of town?
Yeah, they're. Oh, yeah, that's right. For
No.
Stormwind character,
What's
or
going on?
not Stormwind,
Pretty well done in.
Stormcloak characters.
I can't
You
remember
go and
when
talk
I
to them
last-
over here. You don't go into that house
Where
Okay.
to start?
because that
All
house
the news
is
you heard about
rather
Alfred was true. The Imperials
friendly
ambushed us
to the
outside
Imperials.
Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew
You still go to that
exactly
first
where
town
we'd
and talk
be.
to this guy?
That was...
This is the first town,
Two
and
days
I'm
ago.
talking to the guy.
Like the big castle town.
We stopped in Helgen this
I
morning.
forget where you,
And I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the
Helgen
headsman's
gives you, like, a
block and
lightning
ready
axe.
to start chopping.
Lightning axe.
The
Oh,
cowards.
Yar
They
Balgrove.
wouldn't
Yeah, you
dare
got to go
give
to
Ulfric
him.
a fair
That
trial.
as the next part. You go to him in the next part of
Fighting
your,
for your own
quest.
people.
Okay.
All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road
Blah, blah,
today,
blah, talk
as
to
far
talk
as
to
I
talk.
know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while.
Ooh, I got another
I
thing
hate
for
to
you.
put your family in
What do you got
danger,
for me?
Kerrigan, but
Alright, so I know how both of
Nonsense.
us
You and your
somewhat
friend
like
are
Star
welcome
Trek.
to stay here as long as you need. Let me worry about the Imperials.
Earlier,
Any friend of Raylov's is a friend of mine.
play one of the Star Trek games
Here's the
on
key
that.
to the house. Stay as long as
What's
you
that?
like.
Oh, I've got
If there's
that.
anything else you
I've got
need,
that for the
just let
Genesis.
me know.
Are you good at that?
I wasn't good at it when I last played it like 20 years ago. Take everything.
What is some of your favorite like Genesis games or Super Nintendo games?
Again, it's been a long time since I played those. I remember playing a lot of. I played a lot of that Star Trek. I played a lot Echoes of the Past. I played Sonic and Knuckles. That was always like that.
Playing in the Disney games?
Yeah, my first two games were Aladdin and Jurassic Park. Aladdin was really good.
I love that game so much.
Yep, that was back when games based on movies could actually
There
be
is
good.
something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is
Zelda?
defenseless.
The Legend of Zelda? No.
We need to get word to Jarl Balgrove in Whiterun to send whatever troops he
Some
can.
people here.
If you do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
They had a
thanks.
satellite hookup to their
Knew
Super
we could
Nintendo,
count
so you
on
had a cart plugged in with a
I ought to get back to
coax
work
wire
before
on
I
it, if I
missed,
remember
but
right. And it would
anyone
download
else
and
is
stream a game
It will
for a set
fit.
period of time.
Hmm.
This is one
Don't
of them.
worry. I'm
It's
sure
a
he made it out.
4-hour
It would take more
time
than
Zelda.
a dragon to stop Alfred's
You have
story.
1 hour per week to complete each
I
part
let
of the
them into
story.
the house and
And you
know,
just
show
keep
them where
progressing through it.
everything
And
is.
they had live action voices
Help them drink up our
going
mead,
since they could
maybe.
stream it. So there was no constraints on the cartridge about how much file space they can store on there. And it's pretty fun if you like Link to the Past. This is like after that, and you're not actually Link. You're a different character because they don't know what happened to Link.
Huh.
It's pretty cool, and pretty soon I'm getting people together to read the voice lines and everything and do like an old school radio play while somebody plays.
Okay.
Well,
That might
one
be fun
of us
for you
has
to
do
check out.
something.
And anybody else?
I said
Eventually.
no. No
gotta get people
adventures,
to
no
read through the scripts.
theatrics, no
This is a
thief
quest I
chasing.
always do immediately. It's
Well, what do you want to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
It's pretty fun.
I'm
You go up
done
into an old
talking
Nordic
about this.
ruin to go and retrieve a claw.
Ooh.
Customer. Sorry.
Oh god, you're staring at you.
Yeah, with their wooden.
I don't know what
plastic
you overheard,
stairs.
but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah,
And I found back
we
in
did
the
have
game
a
that
bit of
you
a
heard
break.
Steve talk about a lot.
An ornament,
Galaxies.
solid gold in the shape of a dragon.
Yeah, I remember
Good.
conversations with
Got
him
some
about
coin
that.
coming in from my last shipment. It's
I am
yours if you bring my
Working
claw
my way
back.
up on a
Now, if
commando.
you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Blue
Never played
Falls
it.
Barrel.
So this is
So
your
much fun.
plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't
And-
have to go, do you?
Let's just say flamethrowers
Oh,
are broken
really?
in that game.
Well, I think your new helper
You just stand there and
needs
go
to
like
die.
this.
Well, no, I buy the 8. Fine. But only to
The
the
hardest
edge
thing
of
to do in
town.
that game is crafting. Since this microphone's a little bit further away, I might be able to turn it up a little bit more.
Yeah, just streaming the audio directly through the game or through.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
my main worry is if I turn the surround sound on,
We have
I
to
gotta
go
sit
through
gonna
town
there,
and across the
there,
bridge to get
there,
to Bleak
around
Falls
the
Barrow.
TV up on the cabinet.
You can see it from
It'll
here,
surround
though.
and
The
echo
mountain
into
just
the
over the buildings.
microphone.
Yeah, I don't need your guide.
You know what you're doing.
Yep.
I got
Do
it.
not mess with the chicken.
They actually kill you in this game?
They might. They go pretty crazy if you start messing with the chickens.
There was something I did after I got to that next town that they wanted me to go to this pirate den or something, and every time I went there, I had to like sneak because I wasn't strong enough because I was playing with my magic, my sword, and I wasn't able to do crap for that. That's what made me stop playing.
Had to go into a pirate den or a bandit camp. Oh, hi, Wolfie. It's a doggo. Doggo die.
Did the doggo die?
Oh crap! I got rock joint. A lot of animals can give you disease.
Oh dang!
Yeah, that's pretty mean for the kind of character I'm playing.
I never even realized that stuff. That usually happens whenever you.
It's not common, but yeah, it can happen. Oh wait, I want me to sell my stuff anyway. And getting diseases cured, especially with potions, you gotta find or
that could be why I got destroyed so much in that one cave.
possibly.
Because I never checked any of that.
Yeah, you gotta go all the way here to check all active effects on you into under magic. And yeah, that 25% less effectiveness with melee weapons is kind of a big deal for somebody who's a melee character.
Yeah, and how do you know whenever you get affected by that? Is that when the blood splatters up on you?
No, whenever you get like a new status effect or any sort of new, like, something happens, a scroll would pop in the upper left-hand corner of the screen.
Okay.
Like there, it just said you have contracted rock joint.
Yeah, see, I don't ever look up there. I look in the center.
So I'm going to sell swag that I got. I use the word swag, and that depresses me.
Swag, yo, swag.
The sooner you find the claw, take a look.
Do you at all go magic with your guy to get healing or anything?
Yeah, I'd always go into restoration, always, and I do like playing as a mage. It's a nice bit of challenge to avoid getting smashed by everything, because even like up on my mage character, even up at level in the level 50s, I can get one shot by an elder dragon.
Woo!
So it takes a little bit of working to be able to a little bit of not like understanding your battlefield and being able to position yourself to where you're not in prime stomping position.
Okay.
Oh,
You just sold something you
I
don't
did.
want to sell.
oh well.
Is it going to cost you an arm and a leg to get it back?
Yeah, I will. Oh well. How much? 93? That's not bad. Anyway, I'm going to get a suit of iron armor up there, and that's although Imperial armor is on the same level as steel, as I recall.
Okay. Hey now.
Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, I leveled up speech.
Yeah.
Okay, now I
Till
got
next
space.
time.
Now there's cooking in here you can do too, right?
Yeah, but it's not of any real use.
Okay.
There's only a few select things you can cook that is of real value. There's also no skill associated with it. You just do it based upon the ingredients that you have.
Is there a limit to how many skill points you can spend?
One per level.
Well, is there a max to those levels, or do you just keep growing?
There is a theoretical max, which but there's no real practical max. I've never actually reached that point, but I can't explain it very well. But there's not really a level cap. You can just keep earning experience.
I just like I don't know, something about these games. I rather watch people play it.
I always had fun playing with these games.
Same with the Fallout games. I'd rather watch somebody play.
Fallout is mostly what I've been doing with my gaming life recently.
You still doing the medieval martial arts stuff?
Not as much. Not lately.
Is what you learned during that so far, have you found any games that have combat similar?
No. It's all based on usual fantasy tropes.
Okay.
Easily blocked. It's not.
Yeah. Pretty much the level up your heavy armor is you just got to hit right.
Yep. There we go. I did. So I'm going to put that point into heavy armor.
What you wanted?
Yep.
All in iron?
Yeah, this is, I think, a step down, actually. Well, it's at 34. Oh, no, they're... Okay. I was incorrect previously. Imperial armor is on the same level as iron.
Okay.
I thought it was on the same level as steel.
Loot the dead bodies.
Is there a guy up there? With a bag out of my now? Nope.
I will say I like the Imperial armor, the way it looks better.
Yeah, it does look really cool. They did a really good job with designing armors in this game. There's got a little bit of a Roman flair to it, which is what the Empire was kind of designed off of.
So that's what I was about to say, is it just looks Roman. That's why I like the game Rise. The way it's a bunch of quick time events. Like their main multiplayer mode in that is flat out like the Coliseum.
Yay! Time to go smash some people. Give me sneeze.
You want to go to your Chinese joint tonight?
Sure.
Seems like the one place to go all the time. Because it's so good.
Yep.
If you don't know what we're talking about, if you live in the Illinois area, by Belleville, it's called Easy Buffet, and it's by the Walmart near us. And you eat whatever you want.
Well, mostly Chinese.
Most, yeah. But those, what is it, the golden potatoes or whatever they're called? You gonna rage it up?
Not yet. I'm trying to heal. Oh, I know what happened.
You don't have it set,
Yeah, I switched weapons and forgot to set my steel warhammer as my new favorite. I'm just standing here and you missed me.
hey, at least you won't take an arrow to the neck.
Stop running,
Ooh, that
so
was
I can
nasty.
stab you in the...
Totally.
Loot. I just got shot at, didn't I? Okay, I'm seeing things.
I was like, I don't know what you were talking about. I'm gonna check the donation thing. I haven't got any notifications, but my phone could be dumb.
Phones are stupid.
We got no money. That's okay though.
I guess I'm not entertaining enough.
No, it's how small my
Cool.
channels or viewership is. I used to do this every year. Doing YouTube very heavily when you first started working over in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And it was with a big group of people every turn, so now it's I am pretty much doing this by myself without a network.
Mm-hmm.
So getting the word out there is a little bit harder.
Right.
Ooh, money.
Ooh, an amulet of Akatosh.
You wear that.
I am, actually. That's one of the better amulets. There's an amulet for every one of the deity, and they each do they each do something related to what the deity or Aedra would is known for.
Okay.
And the Akatosh one is one of the best because it's a percentage, not
Like a
not as flat number. Because most of the ones that have a flat number, those get kind of weak really quickly.
Okay. Is this the one with the match the symbol thing?
You see those everywhere.
Okay.
Those are very common in Nordic ruins. So yeah, you will see those puzzles, those Nordic puzzles. They're almost as bad as Dwemer puzzles. Dwemer puzzles are the worst.
I assume Kay and Chris are showing up around 5 or 6.
Okay.
They usually show up a little bit later in the evening, so once they do show up, we'll have some 4-player games go down.
I got turned around. I think I got turned around.
Because I think you were almost there, then you turned yourself around.
Yep. It's been a long time since I've been in this dungeon. Leave me alone.
Hey, you're further than what I have been.
Really?
Almost.
Should just give you the controller and tell you to play.
No, I'll just start wandering off.
That's fine with these games.
Nothing will get done. Yeah, see,
There, okay.
you're seeing.
You're mine.
Smack on the face. You tend to enchant your stuff with better,
Oh yeah, you
stamina.
gotta do enchanting.
True Nords never back down.
Where's the second one?
Second one was
Is it 2 Nords never?
True Nords.
Oh, I swear I thought that said 2. Hey, puzzles.
They're my favorite. I'm lying.
So the ones up top are the ones that you have to match, or
Yep.
those?
Well, this guy's kind of broken off and falling down, and you can
Okay.
see where it was.
You
So
turn
you
all
just
of these.
figured out. Yep. It's snake, whale, or fish. They look more like whales to me.
I think they're a whale.
I've heard them referred to as fish. They're obviously not fish.
Treasure trust.
Come to me, loot. Just wait.
Is that a ruby? A rat?
Skeever! Skeever go splat.
I think there's a potion on the
There's a
deck.
bunch of them. They're down here.
Murder them all. And if we do get enough people, we're gonna play some Oregon Trail tonight.
Ooh.
With that fancy camera right there. Because we don't only have to do video games, we can do other things.
Other things are my favorite.
I would say let's play Monopoly, but I like it when we play the video game Monopoly because then we just start screwing at each other. More so, because it lets us do it, and nobody can complain. Which I do have that on Super Nintendo since the last time you came over. Because I remember when
This guy has killed me a few times.
I started on.
Alright.
Get it away! Keep it away from me!
I can't get yourself.
You! Over here! It's coming loose.
You just killed it.
Yep. He's an asshole. Trust me.
Soul Gem. That's how you revive, ain't it?
No. They're how you trap souls to be able to use to either repower enchanted weapons or to enchant new ones your own.
Okay. Mummies or undead people.
Joggers! Die! There's one over here. It's faded. Those traps will mess you up. Like that.
Kill yourself, son. Sarah said hi. And
Say hi
she's
back.
sorry that she can't watch. She's at work right now.
I'll forgive her.
I told her we'll be here all day.
Really? Okay.
I don't know until you decide to go home. Then I'll take over. You do two-handed, you do armor again.
Two-handed again. Yeah, it's really helpful.
You only did that once.
Yeah, that's a single perk. Perk talent.
Okay. You just stack that up until you get 5 then as well?
Yep.
I always try to progress further through the trees whenever I'm also playing.
Generally a good strat.
But I also have like so many different things to level up on things. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that guy's still alive.
I thought you killed him.
You did now.
You load traps. Don't forget to save the game.
Should autosave every time. Occasionally when I bring up the menu. Is that on? Oh, no way, that's...
There it goes. Or did
No,
I-
that just saved, where's my recent one? Oh, me entering the barrel. There we go. Got another one.
That
I don't
didn't
give
hurt
it up.
As bad.
Nope.
Is that because you only got hit by one of them this time?
I know that those don't really do that much damage. With me in heavy armor, if I was in lighter armor, they do a lot more.
You gonna pick up that dude's sword or whatever?
They're not worth a lot of money, and I think they're on par with steel.
Okay. So I'm learning a whole bunch of it.
I'm getting my butt kicked.
Potions.
I don't know why I use the venom potion. These guys are immune to poison.
This is probably going to ask you why you use that one potion.
It's a poison you can apply to your weapons, but Draugr are immune to poison, so it still is not a great idea.
I would still try it. Use them all. Is it the longer you wield up that weapon, the more damage it does?
No. You don't kind of like charge it. It just has kind of like a wind-up animation that it goes through when you try a super attack.
Chain yourself.
Chain of fools.
Ba-bum. So you could hit, made it so that you took two-handed increases.
Pardon?
Your two-handed stuff went up whenever you got hit, not when you attacked.
I'm pretty sure it's happened when, or a little bit after I hit him.
Oh god.
Backtracking, aren't I?
I don't know.
Yep. I totally am.
So iron is the better weapon?
Iron is the base level. There's iron, steel, then it goes up to, well, then it for heavy weapons it goes up to then dwarven, and then trying to think what comes after that. Well, actually, it tells you in blacksmithing tree, which is probably, I just went the other way around it. There it is.
Ever do blacksmithing with your stuff?
Oh, every time. Dwarven smithing. If I use armors, unless I'm like a mage character, I always go in smithing.
Is dragon
Then
armor
orcish.
one of the better armor?
It's one of the it's the best. It's the highest level of it.
Okay.
Ebony, then Daedric, and then Dragon. Actually, as I recall, Dragon weapons do more damage than Daedric, but Daedric armor has a higher damage or a higher armor points than armor. They have a higher armor rating than Dragon.
Okay. Do they, getting hurt.
Oh boy, I'm dead. Ah, no, I'm not.
Damn.
Yeah, I turned the difficulty up.
Okay. See, this is another good reason why you didn't give it to me. Are the Dark Elves then good assassins?
They're a good hybrid because their top skill is actually destruction.
Okay.
So if you want to be somebody who's both sneaky and use a lot of destruction and a lot of magic, then Dark Elf are the race to you. But they are equally comfortable with both.
What is
Both magic and stuff.
Wood
Wood elves have a bonus to archery. They're the best archers.
Ooh, damn.
But Yeah, wood elves are the best at archery, although their power isn't great. They can call around woodland creatures around them to be allies. Khajiit's power is useful. It's very useful. It's that they have a night vision that they can activate for a bit, and I have that on constantly in dark dungeons. And then what else? What else for? We're talking about sneaky characters. Dark elves, of course, set themselves on fire. They have some bonuses to relevance. Wow, I didn't get hurt. Oh yeah, I can turn it off.
What's the best dual wielding game? Race then?
I'll have to look that up on who, if any, has bonuses to dual wield. As I said, their 25 stat is heavy armor.
Okay.
But I don't think any race actually has a huge bonus to dual wielding. Has it as a major bonus. How did I get around these guys the first time? I might have to turn down the difficulty.
Did you shoot the barrels?
Yeah, I did. I think I set fire.
Fire! And if you dual wield magic, one in each hand, does that count as dual wielding?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, you can equip your in 2 hands.
Yep.
Does that count as dual wielding?
Like that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but there's not really a skill to dual wielding that you level up. What you have is under the one-hand tree, you get this talent,
Okay.
which I do not believe affect spells.
So that's the one thing I always also did was a spell and sword.
That could be a fun playthrough, but
You need your bow.
I'm gonna try going with this faster greatsword.
Dang, he died a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's better. Damn.
He almost did it.
Yep. He just came up and finished me. Okay, maybe I have to start actually trying a lot more.
I'm letting you know what Sarah said. She can't anyway. She has like get off work tonight, sleep, wake up, work, fly to Wisconsin for an NFL game.
Oh wow. We're gonna go see Packers play live.
Well, I like that helmet though.
This one?
Yeah.
The iconic iron helmet.
Yeah.
So how can I not die?
Use your bow and arrow. Shoot the barrel, cause the fire, shoot the people. That's what you did the time after you killed this guy right here.
Yep.
Shot at him again?
Yep.
Right face. Not gonna do that? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, make him walk through the fire. If I can hit it. What the hell? Or if I can hit him.
I'm gonna applaud you for being able to do that in third person. Last time he had both the other two guys. guys walk into that fire. I thought.
Oh, I didn't. What, the dude?
Yeah.
Yes! Comparing damage. 21 versus 19 versus 18. I'll stick with that, with the axe.
Lower damage, just a little bit faster.
Yep.
You got an iron nugget.
Iron nugget.
Nuggets!
Juicy nugget. How am I pulling the chain?
Have you tried Elder Scrolls Online?
Yeah, I've played it on and off. I got up to the, like level 30 something with a healer.
Oh, nice. Did you enjoy playing that?
It was interesting. I did enjoy it.
I played a, what is it, the Dragonborn? Not Dragonborn, the Dragon Blood or whatever?
Dragon Knight.
Yeah. That guy with the rest of the staff. And a sword and shield.
Yeah, what I really liked about the game is that it wasn't as set into like classical GURPS archetypes. I mean, you still have your tank and healer that you need for a group, but it wasn't critical that you had a traditional group, and a character can easily play a class. There's only 4 classes, but they can play multiple roles. Actually, one of the best tanks I had in the game was a conjurer.
Ooh.
Who was able to keep aggro really well using a lot of AoEs, and he had his pets there helping to do extra damage.
Nice. I know I got pretty good with my tank where just drop the flag, jump into it, and just use the rest of the staff to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And then my buddy who would be the assassin came up and just started wrecking everything.
Mm.
I really didn't have to do anything besides that. I enjoyed what I played with it.
I could turn around again, didn't I?
I think you did.
I'm tired.
Well, as soon as you get done with this, we'll go get some food.
I like food.
I'm getting hungry.
Food is my favorite. I couldn't live without
Oh,
food.
you didn't get turned around.
I didn't. Alright.
Because there's no dead body right there.
Right.
Plus, I can always eat that Chinese food place.
You just eat the whole restaurant?
Yep.
Nom.
I'm gonna text my one buddy, be like, easy, baby. See if he actually shows.
Oh, this is the guy that killed me. Because he is like a truck.
Please don't die.
Come on, block. Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Get the weapon selected, right?
save it before the fight.
Or maybe I should just turn down the difficulty.
I don't think so. I think you need to show off how good you are.
Oh no, I suck. I never said I was good.
I'm saying you're good.
No, no, no.
You're my go-to Skyrim guy.
I know the lore pretty okay. Pretty okay.
Have you tried watching the new Skyrim show?
I have no access to it. I would like to, though. It sounds really good.
Remind me before you leave. I'll give you access.
I would love you forever.
It feels different from normal track.
Really?
But it still feels like track. But I will say it still does not feel like a prime timeline show.
I've heard it's costs a lot of money.
Oh, that does not surprise me.
Like I've read that it actually is like on par with Game of Thrones in amount of money spent on making it.
Wow. Like the effects are better. The effects look great.
You don't know. Ah, you all dead.
You all did, bro. All dead. You got that one dude left to fight, right?
No, a few guys.
Oh, my foot's going to sleep. My foot's going to sleep. No.
Don't do that. I'm gonna make this my favorite for now.
Seemed to
A
like
little
it
bit
being
faster.
A lot better with that than the hammer.
Yep. It's less damage, but it's a lot faster. Or significantly faster. Significantly.
Only can go two-shot people.
Yep.
Oh, falling asleep foot. Oh, God.
You can sleep when you're dead.
This is the first time that that's happened in a while. Ooh. Cut at his knees and cut at his head.
Yeah, I really like the animations in this.
You get your shred chest down there?
Yeah, there is. I was gonna just skip it, but now that you mention it, I think I'll go for it.
Do it. Does that change every time?
Hmm?
The way you...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's randomly loaded whenever you start.
Pretty neat. While you're doing that, I might as well check my bank account. Like, I got my unemployment check and they said I got paid for 4 weeks and they only paid me for 1. Because they deducted 2 other weeks off my check.
Huh. Why'd they do that?
They didn't tell me. They were only supposed to withhold 1 week. Yeah, I got money. Alright, you saved right before this, right?
Problem is that, okay, you just stay over there, I'll get it up. Is that A lot of damage bleeds through blocks anyway.
Ooh, damn. I have no idea what the job is.
Why?
Oh, snap!
You did it, son.
See, you can do it.
I believe in myself.
I believe you can do it. They're almost level 4.
Yep.
What's it gonna do for us?
Also, in casting spells, you get a little bit of a grace period after a fight to get experience for it, credit for it. But during, like, outside of combat, typically you do not get experience for casting it, so you can't just sit there and cast healing on you to level your restoration up indefinitely.
Okay. Did that happen in older games where you could do that?
I do not believe so.
Don't forget to save your game again.
It auto-saves whenever you zone, so it
Okay.
just auto-saved.
I don't want to have to make you fight that guy again.
Why? I was having fun.
I know, but you died a lot.
Yep.
Getting close to the end now.
It's gonna get a lot harder here.
Actually gonna cast fire?
Yep.
Oh, that.
Draugr are weak to fire. So yeah, I wanted to light that up. Oh boy. And he's an archer. Nope.
Close.
That's what I get for getting creative.
Alright, let's save it here and we will take a break and we'll be back after we eat. If you guys want to know when we will come back, just make sure you're following the stream or the Twitch page or me on social media. The name is in the bottom of the corner of the video. We will be right back here shortly.